Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mahfuz Barudin. Today I will give a speech with the theme Does Justice Exist? The first case is Grandma Asayani. A 63-year-old woman stole thick wood on Perhutani land in Situbondo, East Java. He was charged with Article 12 in conjunction with Article 83, Paragraph 1 of the Law on Prevention and Eradication of Forest Destruction with the threat of 5 years in prison. Asayani grandmother she had she argued that the wood was hers and that she had obtained it from her own land in Secangan Hamlet, Situbondo. This case attracted attention because it is an example of fragile legal supremacy where the law appears helpless in dealing with corruption cases involving elite groups but at the same time is fierce toward weak people. Next, I will discuss how the legal and justice system in Indonesia handle major cases. The Indonesian Child Liquidity Assistance, in short BLBI, corruption case is one of the biggest corruption cases in Indonesia. BLBI is a loan program from Bank Indonesia to a number of banks that experience problem paying their obligation when facing the 1998 monetary crisis. Banks that had returned assistance received a payment certificate, in short SKL, but it was later discovered that the SKL was given before certain bank had paid off the assistance. According to the Corruption Eradicate Committee, state loss due to this mega corruption case reached 3.7 million. The perpetrators of the BLBI case has received various sentences including prison and fines. However, there is still uncertainty in this case, with 11 people whose investigation has been stopped and the remaining 38 whose investigation process are unclear. The second case is the electronic KTP corruption case has become a case that has attracted public attention because of the fantastic and full losses based on BPK calculation. The state suffered a loss of 2.3 trillion in the corruption case in the procurement of the electronic KTP. Two defendants, namely Hasni Fahmi and Isnu Edi Wijaya, were sentenced to 4 years in prison each and a fine of 300 million. If the fine is not paid, it will replace by imprisonment for 3 months each. We can compare the injustice between two big cases, namely about BLBY and electronic ID card corruption or electronic KTP, where in the BLBI case there was corruption amounting to 3.7 trillion. They received a prison sentence of 15 years, and in electronic ID card corruption the nominal amount of corruption was 2.3 trillion. They only received a prison sentence of 4 years and a fine of 300 billion. We can see the injustice in this case. I will end this speech with a quote from Ali bin Abi Thalib. Beware of injustice, for it is the greatest of sin, and the oppressor will face punishment on the day of judgment for their injustice. Whoever respects a ruler, a just ruler, and support him, Allah will support him and give him victory over his enemies. And whoever disobeys him and opposes him, Allah will disoblige him and make him a loser in this world and the hereafter.